Hey friends, thank you for joining me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Emir and today I'm going to guide you through a full body Vinyasa yoga practice designed for complete beginners. If you don't already know, Vinyasa yoga is a dynamic form of yoga that connects breath with movement. Vinyasa literally means to connect in a special way, and it refers to connecting breath with movement. Now that that's out the way, we can begin with our practice. Please meet me in a comfortable seated position with closed eyes. We'll take just a few moments here to arrive and settle into the practice. Slowly start to bring your awareness to your mind, your body, and your breath. And I encourage you to maintain mind, body, breath awareness for the duration of today's practice. You can keep your eyes closed or blink them open now and meet me in tabletop pose. In your table, stack your shoulders above your wrists, your hips above your knees, and you can tuck your toes under if that feels good. Otherwise, you can keep them untucked. I like to tuck mine under. Now start to make circles around your wrists for a quick wrist warm-up. Move as fast or as slow as it feels good for you. Change directions. Come back to neutral. Now point your fingertips to the long edges of your mat. Shift forward and back. I like to start all of my classes with a quick wrist warm-up because the wrists are very sensitive joints and they can easily get injured if not warmed up properly. Now point your fingers to your knees. Shift forward and back. Be gentle here because this can get quite deep quite quickly. Release. Shake out your hands. And then let's all meet in tabletop pose once more. Now inhale, drop your tummy, gaze forward for cow. Exhale, roll up through the base of your spine, round your upper back, and tuck your chin to your chest for cat. Inhale, drop your tummy, gaze forward for cow. Exhale, roll up through the base of your spine, round your upper back, tuck your chin to your chest, cat. Do a few more on your own. Let's all meet back in a neutral table. Untuck your toes if they were tucked. Then send your hips towards your heels. Walk your hands towards the front of your mat and lower your forehead down for Balasana, child's pose. This should feel good in your low back and in your shoulders and armpits. Keep breathing slowly in and out through your nose. Now please walk your hands off the right side of your mat. If possible, place your left hand over your right and breathe into the left side of your body. Walk your hands back through center and then off the left side of your mat. Right hand comes onto the top of your left hand if you did so on the other side. Then breathe into your right side body. In each pose, try to pay attention to what comes up for you. Pay attention to your thoughts, your feelings, and any sensations in your body. If nothing comes up, that's perfectly fine. Just try to remain open and curious. Come back through center. And then tuck your toes under once more. And send your hips up and back for downward dog. In your downward dog, press your mat away from you. Lengthen out through your spine. Reach up through your sits bones. And engage your quads. If it feels good, you can also pedal out your heels. Now slowly start to walk your feet behind your hands. Grab opposite elbows and start to sway left and right for ragdoll. Release your elbows and slowly one vertebra at a time. Rise to Tadasana, mountain pose. In your mountain, evenly distribute your weight throughout your feet. Engage your quads to pull your knees up your legs. Lengthen out through your spine and reach the crown of your head up. Now on your next inhale, reach your arms overhead, palms touch, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out through your spine, hands come to your shins. Exhale, hands come down to your mat as you step your feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your tummy all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale as you lift your heart for cobra. Exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Then lower your tummy. Tuck your toes under. Then exhale as you press yourself up and back to downward dog. Inhale, look between your hands, lift your heels, step your feet behind your hands for halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands come to your heart and then back beside you for Tadasana. So that sequence that we just did was a variation of Sun Salutation A or Surya Namaskar A, and it's quite a common sequence in Vinyasa Yoga. We'll continue with 2 more rounds of that sequence. When you're ready, inhale, palms touch overhead. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to your shins, lengthen out through your spine, gaze to the horizon. Exhale, hands come down to the mat as you step your feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your tummy all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale as you press your heart up for cobra. Exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, gaze forward. Lower your chest back down. Tuck your toes under, then press yourself up and back for downward dog. Inhale, gaze forward, lift your heels, step or float to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms touch overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. Good job. Let's do one more. Inhale, palms touch overhead. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down to the mat as you step your feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale for cobra. Gaze over your right shoulder. Gaze forward. Gaze over your left shoulder. Gaze forward. Lower your chest. Tuck your toes under. Then exhale as you send your hips up and back. Inhale, gaze forward. Lift your heels. Step to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms touch overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. Great job. We'll continue with Sun Salutation B or Surya Namaskar B, which is a variation of the sequence that we just did, just with 1 or 2 more additional poses. When you're ready, inhale, bend into your knees, sweep your arms overhead for Utkatasana chair. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out through your spine. Exhale, hands come down to your mat as you step your feet back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your heart for cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Then send your hips up and back for downward dog. Then inhale as you step your right foot between your hands. Drop your back knee and sweep your arms overhead. Low lunge. In your low lunge, stack your right knee above your right heel. Lengthen your spine and reach as high as you can with your arms. Notice where your breath is here. Is it smooth and deep or jagged and shallow? Exhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Frame your right foot. Lift your back knee. Extend your right leg back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your tummy all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale to lift your heart. Exhale, lower your chest. Tuck your toes under. And send your hips up and back for downward dog. Great job. Let's do the other side. Inhale, step your left foot between your hands. Drop your back knee and sweep your arms overhead. Now bring your hands back down to the mat. Lift your back knee. Step your left leg back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your tummy all the way down. Untuck your toes. Lift your heart for up dog. Exhale for downward dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Lift your heels. Step to the front of your mat for halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Sweep your arms overhead for Utkatasana chair. Exhale, Siddhasana. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine, gaze to the horizon. Exhale, meet me in high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your tummy all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale as you lift your heart for cobra. Exhale, lower your chest. Tuck your toes under. And press yourself back to downward dog. Inhale as you step your right foot between your hands, drop your back knee, and sweep your arms overhead for low lunge once more. Now bring your left hand inside your right foot, bend into your left knee, catch the outer edge of your left foot with your right hand, and then pull your foot in towards your glutes for a thigh stretch. Keep pressing your mat away from you with your left hand to avoid collapsing into your left shoulder. Slowly release your foot, let it come down to the mat, And then reach your right arm overhead. Gaze at your right thumb and breathe. Exhale, right hand comes outside your right foot. Lift your left knee. Extend your right leg back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your tummy. Untuck your toes. Inhale as you lift your heart. Exhale, send your hips up and back for downward dog. Inhale, left foot steps between your hands. Right knee comes down to the mat. And arms sweep overhead. Bring your right hand inside your left foot. Bend into your right leg as you catch the outer edge of your right foot with your left hand and pull your foot in towards yourself for a thigh stretch. Keep breathing slowly in and out through your nose. Exhale as you release your right foot. Let it slowly come back down to the mat. And inhale, reach your left arm overhead. Left hand comes outside your left foot. Lift your right knee. Extend your left leg back for high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Untuck your toes. Lift your heart for cobra. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes under and press yourself to downward dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Lift your heels. Step to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. Great job. Now slowly lower your knees down towards your mat. Then bring your hands to your low back with your fingertips facing down. Engage your quads. Press your hips forward. Lift your heart and gaze up for camel pose. If you feel any discomfort in your low back, engage your quads even more. And if you still feel discomfort, please come out of the pose. Exhale, release. Lower your butts to your mat. Now we'll do some core work. So you can either bring your feet down to the mat and extend your arms ahead of you and slightly lower your back towards your mat. Or if you're feeling up for a bit more of a challenge, you can lift your feet and let them hover. If you choose the second variation, ensure that your toes are at eye level. But in either variation, ensure that you lengthen out through your spine to avoid rounding into your low back. Let's hold here for 5 more breaths. Exhale, release yourself down. Then hug your right knee to your chest. Give your leg a little bit of a squeeze. Then shift your hips over to the right. Lower your knee off the left side of your mat and extend your right arm away from you for a supine twist. Come back through center. Extend your right leg away from you. Hug your left knee to your chest. Give your leg a bit of a squeeze. Then shift your hips to the left. Lower your knee to the right and extend your left arm away from you. Come back through center. Hug both your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze as you take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Set your feet to the edges of your mat. Arms come down beside you with your palms facing up. And close down your eyes for Savasana. Slowly start to bring some movement to your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms behind your head. Take a big good morning stretch. Roll over onto one side. Keep your eyes closed as you press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. We are going to finish today's practice with a 1-minute meditation. So bring your hands wherever is comfortable. Lengthen out through your spine. Relax your shoulders away from your ears and slightly lower your chin. Bring your awareness to your mind, your body, and your breath, just as we did throughout the movement practice. If thoughts feelings or sensations arise, that's perfectly fine and normal. Just observe them. Don't judge them. Don't wish for them to go away or for them to remain. Just observe them. Now bring your hands to your heart in prayer pose. Rub your palms together to create some heat. Place your palms over your eyes. Blink open your eyes and lower your hands. Thank you so much for letting me share my practice with you today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel by clicking over here. And the next time you roll out your mat, you might want to check out this video or this video. Thanks again for practicing with me. I hope to see you again soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.